Hello everyone. I recorded my first video few days back and this is my second video. और आगे की बात करने से पहले मैं थोड़ा सा पिछले वीडियो के बारे में बताना चाहूँगी कि हमने लास्ट वीडियो में इस बारे में बात की थी कि लाइफ कितनी अनसर्टन है, कि आप चाहे जितना मर्जी चीज़ें प्लान कर लें, उनको डॉक्यूमेंट कर लें, उनके बारे में सोच लें कि हम ये करेंगे, ऐसे करेंगे एंड थिंग्स विल टर्न आउट लाइक दिस, बट गॉड हैज़ अनदर प्लान्स. And sometimes when we are stuck between our plans and God's plans, then it becomes slightly difficult to juggle between them. And certainly बहुत मुश्किल हो जाता है. So जब मैंने अपना फर्स्ट वीडियो रिकॉर्ड किया तो मैं जगल कर रही थी अपनी हेल्थ इश्यूज से, आई मीन माय इंजरी जो एक्सीडेंट से हुई थी. और शायद उसी दिन मैं स्पोर्ट्स इंजरी सेंटर से डॉक्टर से कंसल्ट करके आई थी एंड ही टोल्ड मी अबाउट माय इंजरी, द स्टेटस ऑफ माय रिकवरी, हाउ लॉन्ग इट इज गोइंग टू टेक. सो ही टोल्ड मी दैट इट इज गोइंग टू टेक लाइक 2-3 months टू बिकम नॉर्मल. और शायद मैं दोबारा से ठीक से चलने में भी मुझे 1.5-2 महीने तो लग ही जाएंगे. सो आई वॉज ट्राइंग टू प्रोसेस इट कि मुझे क्या करना है, कैसे करना है, क्या मेरा रूटीन होने वाला है, कैसे मैं अपनी जॉब कंटिन्यू करूंगी. एंड देन देयर वाज अनदर डे, लाइक द वेरी नेक्स्ट डे, मैं सो के उठी और मैं हमेशा की तरह अपनी डायरी लिख रही थी, अपने प्लान्स लिख रही थी कि आज मुझे क्या करना है. बीइंग अ संडे, क्या क्या चीज़ें हैं जो मुझे करनी है, क्या क्या प्रिपरेशंस करनी है, सिंस मैं अपना ऑफिस दोबारा से शुरू करने वाली थी वर्क फ्रॉम होम पे. एंड बाय द टाइम मैंने अपनी डायरी लिखना ख़त्म किया और साइड में रखा उसे, आई started hearing my family members, screaming for my father-in-law, who was not well for last 2 days, and he was unconscious. So I didn't know, and since I was not in a situation to, walk and go close to him and see what actually happened, I started having some kind of panic attacks. And I asked my husband to, go and see what happened. He went and after a few minutes, he came back and told me that, स्वाति पापा बेहोश हो गए हैं, उठ नहीं रहे हैं. एंड अपने हस्बैंड की हेल्प से, सपोर्ट से मैं धीरे धीरे चल के उनके रूम तक गई. एंड देयर वाज समथिंग दैट आई नेवर वांटेड टू विटनेस. आई वाज सीइंग हिज बॉडी लाइंग ऑन द फ्लोर सिंस ही कोलैप्स्ड इन द वॉशरूम. एंड हमारे फैमिली मेंबर्स, आई मीन मेरा ब्रदर इन लॉ और मेरी मदर इन लॉ ने लेके बाहर आए थे एंड चेयर पे बिठाने की कोशिश की एंड ही फेल ऑन द फ्लोर. So I just could not understand how to react because I somehow knew what has happened, but I was not ready to accept it. And then we started, checking on him, his breathing, his pulse, and his blood pressure, whether there is something, whether there is some life left in him. And after struggling for a few minutes, we realized that, it's over. But back in our minds, we were not ready to believe it. Because like half an hour ago, he was talking to my husband. He was not well, but he was talking. He was asking him what's going on, office कैसा चल रहा है, स्वाति की चोट कैसी है, डॉक्टर ने क्या बोला. And after half an hour, it was like our worlds, just they crashed into something like this. And my husband quickly, he just ran to the nearby hospital and he got one doctor from there to check on him while we were waiting for the ambulance to come and take him to the hospital. The doctor came in and within a minute he said, "No, he's gone. There's nothing that we can do now. You guys can just continue with whatever has to be done next." Probably he was a doctor. For him, it was, kind of a regular thing. But for us, we had no idea what to do. And in front of me, there was a sight where my sister in law, my mother in law were crying like hell. I was not ready to accept what has happened. I was in state of shock. My husband was going through the same thing. My brother-in-law was in the same kind of shock. And in middle of all of this, my daughter was just wandering here and there and asking कि दादाजी को क्या हो गया, वो ऐसे क्यों लेटे हैं जमीन पर. And we had no answer to her questions. So the only reason I'm talking about all of this is just to say that my very first video was all about uncertainties, and I had no clue at that moment that this kind of shocker is actually waiting for me, or rather for all my family. And you know what was the worst part of it? That I could not, or maybe I think none of us could, talk to him because it was a cardiac arrest. He didn't know what was happening. We didn't know what was happening and what has happened. And then when they decided to take him to our hometown for the final rites, I was not in a situation to go with them because I could not walk. So for me, it was again a situation where I wanted to be with my family. I wanted to give them emotional support at that time because I knew they all were shattered completely. पर मैं कुछ नहीं कर सकती थी. And now here comes the statement which I just used a few minutes back, that you can make n number of plans in your life, but all your plans will either fail or they will have to be in the back seat the moment God has another plans for you. Sometimes they could be better than your plans. Sometimes they could be a shocker like we had. And sometimes maybe something else. So now these two incidents of my life in last 1.5 months have actually taught me that, never wait for tomorrow. Never wait for tomorrow to do something good. किसी से बात करने के लिए कल का इंतजार मत करो. किसी से सॉरी बोलना है तो कल का वेट मत करो. और अगर लाइफ में आगे बढ़ना है तो बढ़ जाओ. Because you never know what is going to happen. My father-in-law always used to say one thing, कि बेटा रियल लाइफ में बहुत रीटेक्स होते हैं पर रियल लाइफ में कोई रीटेक नहीं होता. It's just one take and you have to give your best. So my message after this video to myself and to all of you is never stop working on yourself, or never stop learning new things. Never keep your priorities in the back seat thinking that there is so much time left. अभी बहुत वक्त है, हम कल कर लेंगे, परसों कर लेंगे, next month कर लेंगे. Because you have no idea what the the very next second has for you. So I have decided, that from now onwards, whatever I was postponing so far, or thinking that I'll do it at some other time, I'll do it from now onwards. I was not feeling like recording this video today even. I thought I'll do it some other day, but then I thought, why? If I want to share my feelings with you, then why not today? So now I'll take your leave, but with the promise that my next video will bring something good, something meaningful, and something that I'll be happy to share about. Then please subscribe, like, and share my videos. And I'll be very happy if I can help even one person who is stuck somewhere and wants to, move on in life. Thank you.